Good morning. Today I'm going to talk to you about the history of the fire department, history of the personal protective equipment, and the history of the fire apparatus. Did you know that in 1736, Benjamin Franklin was the first man who created a volunteer fire department, and he had 30 firefighters? The name of the company was the Union Fire Company. And amongst those firefighters was a notorious member that we all know about, which was George Washington. Along with this came the fire mark, which was created by the insurance companies, and this mark was placed on the front doors of residents or of their homes, and this was used to show the firefighters who was paying into the insurance. And this was important because the firefighters would always want to be the first ones there on any home that had this mark, because at the end of the day, they would get a reward. And the way it was determined who would get the reward was by the first fire company who laddered the building would claim it, and they would put the fire out and get this reward from the insurance companies. Along with this came advancements in gear, because back then they would fight fires from the outside. Well, they created the fire helmet, which was designed to protect you from falling debris, and it also had a long tail on the back of it that was designed to shed water. They created the rubber coat, the rubber boot, and the rubber glove was also designed to shed water, but by no means was it designed to protect you from heat. And as technology improved and as standards came into play, for example, NFPA in 1971, they created materials that would also protect you from heat and not only just shed water. Also in 1836 came the advancement of air pack, and this was basically a canvas bag that was placed on your back that had a rubber lining and had a hose that the firefighters would breathe from. Along with this came advancements in the fire apparatus. Back in the day, everybody remembers the fire brigades. They would create a line and pass the bucket from one person to the next to put the fire out. Well, after that came the fire wagon, which was a horse-drawn carriage. And everybody remembers the Dalmatian that was on there. Well, the purpose of the Dalmatian was to protect the wagon and the horses from vandals. Later on came the fire truck, which was all handmade and was very expensive. So you can see the transitions in time from 1700s to now. And that's just a few of the items that had improved. Ultimately, the standard was to provide more safety for the firefighters and a better means of putting fires out. In today's times, 95% of the volunteer departments volunteer in a community that has more than 25,000 people. There's also more than 31,000 fire departments in the United States. So between the advancements in technology, advancements with the fire apparatus and personal equipment, and the history of firefighting, you can see how interesting this is. Thank you.